video. I'm back into it today. I went over and got the plywood at Bunnings. It's 12mm ply, 2 sheets, one for inside and one for the ramp. And I got some sand and some screws. These are screws I'm using. Should be enough there. Put them in there. And this is the paint I'm going to use. I'm using the same paint I want to put on the floor of the shed. I've got heaps of it left. That's it there. And I'll put some sand out on a tarp or something, get it in the sun so it dries. I'm going to mix sand with the top coat to make so it's non-slip. Yeah, so that'll work alright. Anyway, I'm going to go, I've got some welding to do on it too. A couple of things I found out. A couple of things I didn't find out, I knew, but I'll show you what I mean. When you close this door here, that 25mm sits on top of there, so that's why they're there. Because your timber only just sits on, you can't screw it in there. Same is going to happen here. 20 foot 12mm is going to come up here, so I need to weld a flat plate there, and a flat plate there to screw to, which I've got in there. And I want to fix up that hanger there. There's a hanger down there for the spring. Now the floor's not in, I can bolt it a bit better. So that's what I'm going to do first. I'll do them, then I'll get back to you after I've finished doing that, because you already seen me welded, so you don't need to see that. And then I'll show you how I'm going to do this plywood. So I'll get into that, get that done, and I'll get back to you. What I have to do first is mark this door. Because that folds inside there, and there'll be a 12mm floor, I can't run the timber right to there, because it'll get it jammed up inside there. But what I'm going to do, get my tape, put it up here. Before I get the tape. I'll just do this too. Oh, that'll do. And I'm going to mark it 12mm. It's 25, so I'll go about there. I can't come down any lower than that. Any lower than that, that timber will hit the timber and I won't be able to shut the door. Anyway, and now I can measure this way. Make sure it's square first. And then measure from that point to that end. That's how long I need it. So what I can do with one hand, if you're in my hand, put that on that corner. It'll stay there. Measure it down to this corner is about 10.28 roughly. Do the same at this side. And this should be the same if it's square. If I can get the tape on there. Stay. This side is 30, pretty close. 19. That one's about 1930. Do this side again. And there's about 19. Oh, not quite 1930, so it's a little bit out, but it's not enough to worry about. What I'll do, set this up here. Now I'll measure it up, see how wide it is. 1130. I go 1130 wide. These sheets are 24 by 12. Come down here and go 1130. Put the pencil mark. Come up a bit further. Do the same, go 1130. Bit further. Go 1130. Go grab a ruler. I got my big long ruler. Oh, I think I put the camera on back to front of the GoPro this time. I did. I'll just have to turn my camera around. So, and my pencil on there. So I have to cut it. I won't need a full sheet. I'll measure that up in a minute. I'll allow for that 12mm at the end. So I go measure that up. I'll show you what I mean. I've got my sand out here drying. In the sun, you want the sand dry before you mix it with the paint. Get it dry as you can. So now I go from this end. It's hard to do everything with one hand. Hold the camera and that on. See how this thing. And this hat. Try again. Now go from this end. Go up to that mark where we'll put it. Oh, yeah, there it is. So it's about 1545, 1547. Right. Now measure it again. Always measure twice. Yeah, 1547 roughly. So I can do the same with this. And here you go this way. Got the pencil. This one's an easy one to do. Got my 1540 about there, 47. Move it over that side. Do the same. Out there. Grab the ruler. Ruler on the marks. Perfect. I can mark that one. I'll have to put this down, but I have to hold the ruler. Open my tripod out. Just hold the ruler and the marks. Saying get the mark lined up. I can get ready and cut that one out. Yeah, I can cut that one out now. And I can't screw it on yet, because I want to cut that one out. Make sure it fits. I have to cut little holes for these things. A couple little bolts. Then do the inside one. But the inside one's going to be completely 2400. I'll have to cut out little gaps like that in the timber to slide it in. And I want to do that, make sure it fits, then pull it back out, paint underneath both of them, let them dry, put them in, screw them down, then paint both of them at the same time, up the top. So I'll go get my circular saw and get set up, and then I'll come back when I start cutting this out. Lop this bit off first. And I'll lock that side off. You got little fingers on here. I don't take notice, I might just look at the blade. this side. Chuck this over here on the road. Bugger that corner up a bit. Won't hurt it. Although I should have 2 people, but I've got no one else here, so go this way. No, go back this way. Here we go. That one's cut. I'll go sit it on there. And I'll show you what I'm doing after that. That's roughly where it's going to go. So I had to leave a gap about 12mm down that end, so it'll shut up against that timber in there. But I have to mark these here. Need to cut a little bit out of there for them bolts. The same on this side. Make sure it's straight before I mark it again. And cut a bit out of the side for them bolts too. And put a hole about here for the wire for my tail number plate light to come through. Yeah, I'll do that now. I'm just going to use my jigsaw to cut this little hole out here for them bolts. Yeah, just like that. I'll do the other side and I'll drill my hole. Now this is where I'm going to go. I left the gap there. I'm going to mark on the here where all my stays are. In there, I'm going to mark on the wall with pencil where all the stays are. And when I put my timber in there, I can just mark on the timber where all the stays are. And then all I have to do then is just run the rule across. Put a line, then I know exactly where the stays are. Same I'm going to do to this one. There's a stay in the centre there somewhere. I'll stay across that way, so I'm going to mark this one now. Do the same. I'm not done with my pencil. Yeah. What I'll do is just slide it down this way a bit, so I can see where them stays are. Line the outsides up. Going to mark there. Know where that stay is. Same this side. I know where that stay is. Just marking the centre of that stay there. They had this side I don't know whether you can see it. Now what I'll do now, slide it back up, line the outsides up. There. Out there, Pick up it. And mark the centre of this day. I'll do the same here. Push this back down. What I might do, people, I might sit it up on these crates, make it easier. What about the camera? That'll be right. Fall off there. Had to fall off there when I picked it up. There you go. Still recording? Oh yeah. Yeah, what I'm going to have to do is mark that outside. Gotta get the top lined up. Oh, Jesus. Roughly there. Might need a bit of trimming on the top there. So, but I can do that with the sander. I'll just check to make sure that's. I'll grab my other ruler, a shorter one. But if you don't get it right, your door's not going to shut. I want 12mm in here. It's about 12mm. Yep. Yeah, a bit more than 12mm, but that's alright. So I can mark this tray here in the centre. Oh, what was that? Oh, scared me. It fell down. Yeah, I'll line this up again here. Make sure I've still got 12mm down here. Yeah, gonna mark this one in the centre too. And then all I do is put a line across there. But I noticed something. These centre ones here, I might have to do the line across there now, because this one going up the centre here is offset in the centre. So I've moved over a bit, so I can't just put one line straight through, because I'll miss it. Sit this down for a minute. I'll put this line through here. Alright, show me where to put the screws. Now, what I'm going to do here, what I'm going to do is pull it all the way out this way. Not going to stay there. Stay there. Not going to stay there. So I'm going to have to go. I just have to. I don't know. So I'll put this up here. Put it on the post again. That's it. I'll pull it all the way out here. No, that's not going to work either. I'll get the tape measure and measure from there to the inside, there to the inside. So I get the tape measure that, make sure it's 535 almost. 530, yeah, pretty close. So I measure this here, the centre of that is 570. Go over here, over there, setting in. Do the big rulers on you. That'll be roughly the centre of that square one. Get up that centre. So I do the same with this one down here. Because they're offset in the centre, I'll have to do it this way. So here's 5, 10, 5, 40. Now you'll see what I mean by off centre. This is the one running down the centre. It stops there. The next one starts over next to it there and runs down here. So that's why they're off centre. Yeah, so that's how I'm going to do it. Now that one's finished. I'm not doing nothing else with that one. I'll go and sit that one over there, lean it against something, and then I'll get the other one and start working on them. This one's going to be more technical. We'll have to cut pieces out in the corners, so it's going to be a bit more difficult, but anyway, it'll work out. So I'll just move this and get set up for the next one. Well, I measured that inside that one. It's 1365. So I marked 1365, so I've taken about 40 mil off the end of it. 35 mil off the end of it, something like that. Because I put a timber on the back for a ramp, this timber here only can come right level with that. So I'm going to have to build another one of them in there. So I'll do that shortly. Before I put it in, once I paint the underside and let them dry, I'll weld a plate on there, one in the centre, because it's right on the edge there it has to be. This won't quite be sitting on it, so that's what I have to do that, but no choice. Yeah, anyway, and across there is 1200, but 1200 is going to be real tight, so I might cut it back to 1195, cut 5 mil off it, just so it gives me that bit of extra room, because 1200 is going to be pretty tight on it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Cut 5 mil off that end, that side. Not going to be hard to do, but if I don't do it, I reckon it's going to be too tight in there. It's going to bow the side of the walls out because it's so close to them. That much. It's only a wrist whisker. If I don't do it, I'll probably run into troubles when I go to put it in. So I'm better off to do it. Before I try to put it in, then I realise it won't fit. this end off. Where's my shoe? That sand, I've got some big lumps, rocks in it, so I'm going to have to run that through some sort of gauze or something. Get the bigger rocks out. If you don't want the bigger rocks in there. Now I try to cut 5mm off this side. Gonna be interesting. Might work out alright. That's done. But first thing I have to do is get a bit of cardboard and cut out cardboard around those ties there, so then I can cut it out on the sheet. Cut it out on the sheet, and once I cut them out on the sheet, I'll bring it in and see if I can fit it in. Hopefully it will go in, but hopefully. And I'll come and give it a go. I have to go find some cardboard and that. I'll get back to you. Well folks, that's the end of part one. I'll put the other one up later, but that'll be the end of part one. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.